Hi friends, my name is Lisa and I'm the Education Coordinator at the Financial and Consumer Services Commission. Part of my job is to talk to people all over the province and help give them information to make smart savings and spending choices. And today, I want to talk to you about your money. First of all, do you think money always existed like we use today? If you said no, then you're right. We didn't always have toonies and loonies for money. The first paper money used in Canada was in the 1800s. And for a few years, we even had a New Brunswick dollar. Before we started using money like we see today, lots of different things were used like money. Some examples include things like shells, glass beads, animal furs, and even playing cards. Sometimes, instead of money, people would trade things. So if one farmer had milk and the other one had eggs, they would trade. This was also called bartering, and sadly, it wasn't always fair. Now for question time. Here are some questions you can think about. Is trading easy? How many of one thing is worth the other? Is one chicken worth one cow? What if the thing you wanted to trade was very special to you? I bet those questions got you thinking. Sometimes it's hard to think about how much things cost and how much to save and spend on the things we would like to have. It's also very, very important to remember that what something costs might not be the same as its value. And more on values in an upcoming video. Imagine how it would have been all those years ago before money was used. I have a new question for you. Where do you get your money from? Well, depending on your age, maybe you get it from your parents for doing chores around the house. Or maybe you get money from your grandparents or other family members. Maybe you even get money for Christmas or your birthday, or even from the tooth fairy when you lose a tooth. So, you have your own money, and it's important to think about how you should save and spend it. Now, raise your left hand if you're a spender. That's great. And now raise your right hand if you're a saver. Oh, that's awesome. And now, finally, raise both hands if you like to do both. Woohoo! I hope that you all raised both your hands. I know it's fun to spend money on all the things you like to do, like games and treats, and even trips with your family and friends. But it's also really important to save for things in life as well, so that you have money when you need it. Next, I want to talk about needs and wants. What do you think a need is? I know that sometimes we think we need a new game or a treat. But is that really what a need means? A need is something we have to live. Some examples are food, clothing, shelter, like a house, water, and even air. These things are needed for us to live. A want is something we would really like to have, but don't really need to live. It is super important to make sure we have enough money to pay for all the stuff that we need, like food and a place to live, before we spend on the stuff that we want. Imagine what would happen if we spent all our money on fun things like toys and games, and didn't have any money to buy groceries. We would be really hungry, wouldn't we? Now, I want you to get some paper and a pencil and crayons if you like. I have an activity for you to do. You can pause me while you get ready. All set? All right, take a piece of paper and divide it down the middle with your pen or your pencil or crayons. Next, write the word needs at the top of one side. And on the top of the other side, write the word wants. You can draw pictures of what we talked about as examples on each side of your paper and color them if you like. This brings me to my golden rule. Save for your needs before spending on your wants. And my most important message is this: it's okay to have wants. Wanting games and treats is totally fine. We just have to spend on the things we need first to live, and then we can save for the things that we want. I hope this video got you thinking about money, like why we use it, where we get it when we're young, and what we should do with it. And I look forward to visiting you again to share more about smart spending and saving.